Good evening, everyone, and I am super excited to bring to you tonight Tarot Grand Luxe by Ciro Marchetti. Now, this is the US Games release that just came out. It had been back order, and I actually just received it today. So I am super excited to see and show y'all what it looks like. Okay, and first thing we see, we've got the standard book, which I haven't flipped through yet. Quick description on all the cards. So that's the book, and let's take a look at the cards. Alright, and we're starting off with the Fool. Now, what I understand is that Mr. Marchetti sold the license to this deck to US Games, so this is their publication. The cardstock on this one is actually really nice. So let's take a look. The one thing I really, really love about Mr. Marchetti's work is it's always so elegant. The imagery, how he puts it all together, it all is just, it's just simply beautiful. I had been meaning to purchase this deck a while back, but I never got around to it, so I was really tickled that he did sell it to US Games, so it is available to the public again. I think that it's going to be a great addition to people that collect tarot, and also people that work with tarot on a regular basis. Very interesting death card. I actually really like that. It's kind of different than most of the death cards that you would see out there in regular decks, but it works. Wow, the sun is stunning. And we go into swords. The one thing I've noticed, and I absolutely love about his work, is that he does include people of color. He does include people of all skin tones and all races. It's not strictly limited to the standard white people deck. He does have a good mixture. He incorporates races, he incorporates cultures into his decks, and I think in this day, especially in this day and age, that is so important. So I have to give him props for that, because you don't generally see that. When you're dealing with other decks, you see a lot of very much Caucasian based decks, and not taking into account how much of minority cultures are ignored within tarot decks. So hats off to him for that. And as all of you know, and you've seen from my previous videos, I'm a huge fan of his. So so far this deck has not disappointed me in any way, shape, or form. Unfortunately, my camera light does not actually show how vivid the coloring in these cards are. And if you look real close, he does still include his standard initials hidden within the pictures, which I think is so cool. And some of them you actually have to look a little bit closer to find, but all of the cards have his initials hidden in them, so I think that's really neat.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
All right, and we are coming to the end, and that is Ciro Marchetti's Tarot Grand Luxe. July 2019. And I hope y'all have a good night.